Basically, this is the rundown. I'll just kind of walk you guys through it real quick. This way is better for sun. So we'll see. So I'll step through everything as we go along. You'll see some. First thing I'll probably mention is I do have 2 motors on, and you know, when I'm not fishing tournaments, why not? It works well. We'll kind of go over why. So we'll kind of go over the meat and potatoes here. So as you notice, I have a bow mount, and it's not an XI3. So this motor is made by Hoswing, and I've been a big fan of their products for a long time. When I first got my Pursuit, I was rocking a Hoswing motor, transit mount remote control motor. If you guys know me for that long, you know I had that motor, and I really liked it. It worked well. Never had any problems with it. Ran smooth, and this is the same. So this has GPS. Has everything that a normal spot lock would have. Spot lock is money. It's perfect. Works really well. The travel mode, when you're at cruise control, they call it, GPS heading lock, works really well. It's app based, so you do have to use the app on your phone, which is actually kind of cool because you get route mapping without having to link it up to a fish finder, which is kind of cool. So pretty nice unit. Same weight as the XI3. Put it on the scale, so within, you know, maybe half a pound or something like that, pound difference. So we'll move down. So the Unlimited doesn't have a traditional kayak catch, so it has a pod, and so the pod is removable. Just allows the design, hopefully. Oh man, it's super windy. So you don't you can take the pod out and you don't have entry, so water entry at all. There's no, so really good for rough water. I know Derek Brundle rocks his, Danny Uribe rocks his in rough water, and it's like the preferred rough water kayak for those guys. So there's that. So moving down, of course, you know, I had to kind of kit it up a little bit and put some carbon. So this is a custom plate that I made. And then rod stagers, I'm sure you've seen this before. And then we got a Ray Marine Element 9. This is new to me. I actually really like it. Rocks out pretty well. Yep. Bedazzled it. Yep, there we go. So I'm not a big fan of the big U-mount that comes with these. So I basically made an X bracket and bolted it through the flush mount holes just to keep it low profile, like everything that I make low profile. So there's that. So basically I stage normally 2 to 3 rods here, and I put everything on my right hand side. I like my rods on my right. So there's that. So, you know, just simple little small G box here for my weights. Catch board underneath the seat pulls out, so I can measure whatever fish I don't catch, and then I just shove this back underneath there. It tucks right in underneath. Carbon fiber plate with my circuit breaker for my motor, so in case of emergencies I can shut it on and off if I need to. So it's right here, shuts the motor down, powers it back up. On the other side I have custom tool storage that I made, and then you'll see the throttle controller for the NK180, which you'll see in the back. And then I also have a voltmeter here. Hopefully you can see that, but basically shows you amp draw, how much time you have left before the battery runs out, percentage, and a fuel gauge. So really nice to know. You can calculate a lot of that stuff in your head on the water, but you know, nice to know, nice to have it there. So you notice I'm rocking, any NuCanoe fan out there, I'm rocking the old school base because I'm a big fan of that. I never had an issue with it. With all this stuff here, the 360 seat still works, still rotates 360 degrees. So once again, part of the rod stagers here. So you notice in the back I don't rock a black pack. I made this myself. I always hated when I reached into my black pack and went to grab my boxes and they fall over each other. And this way I know exactly what box is where, and it goes right back in where it belongs. It just, kind of comes in and drops out. So if I pull one out, I use it, it goes back in the same slot. So when I reach back and go to grab them again, they're in the same spot. And then so it holds 4 rods angled backwards. And I have another 2 here. So this is my battery box. So if you notice on the top, 24 volt, 12 volt. Okay, so I run both of these motor setups on one battery. So I have a 24 volt battery, and I run my bow mount off the 12 volt tap, and I run the 24 volts for the rear motor. So one battery powers everything, even my fish finder. So basically I can unplug this, unplug that, pull the battery box, and that's all my batteries. So move to the back here. So this is something that I just made. It's a dual skeg design for the Unlimited, and the reason why I do that is because when you stand up, the weight tips forward, and the rear end of the kayak comes up out of the water, and it tends to move around a little bit. So I like to lock the rear end in with these skegs, and so there's that. And they're actually individual kick up. I designed these with a spring load inside so that they can kick up individually. So each side kicks up individually on its own, but then you can also on the bar rotate it so that both of them come up at the same time, so you can retract both of them at the same time. So I did that with my F10. It worked really well, so I did that on here. So this is the Newport Vessels NK180 on the NuCanoe quick mount. So this is the steering system specifically designed for the NuCanoes as we go along. So once again, the other side free kicks separately from the other side. So when you come up under obstructions, the fins will kick up there. So yeah, I'll move it back down. You notice I have the native sidekicks also with this is the handle control for the NuCanoe steering, so you can see in the back how much the rear steer works really well. Of course, it's got carbon fiber support plates on the side. Paddle clip comes with the Unlimited. Right now I have the transducer mounted off the side. We have a new transducer mount that is going to mount in the center that pulls up. But yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of fun. Like I said, I haven't been able to set one up for myself in a while, and so this is pretty much how I have it rigged out. Just thought maybe you guys would want to check it out, and we got some more builds coming up soon, so I'm sure we'll be posting pictures there. But yeah,